Imagine that. Yeah, we're not touching any of that today. Not at all. None of that. Not today. Hey Jay, thanks for joining. Today I am live on two platforms. Not one, but two at the same damn time. Guys, remember to like the live so more people can come in. Oh, I shared an invite. No, I did not. I'm 100% sure I did not share an invite. Like the live, guys. I'm not sure where the like button is on this platform, but like the live, it's free. Hey, one Chucky Cool, thanks for joining the live. Thank you for joining the live, guys. Where you from, one Chucky? Guys, if you're on the live, just um, share the live and share some likes also. You know, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. We get some more people in. The more people that are on the live is the more fun it becomes. So when you like the live, the algorithm pushes out some more and we get more people in. Alright, Chucky, tap the screen now. Like this. Just like tap, 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 like that. Tap, 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 tap. Hey, Julian. Thanks for joining. Guys, when you drop in the live, just drop a comment to say where you're from, alright? Drop a comment so I can know where you're from. Savage K, thanks for joining. Drop a comment so I can know where you're from. Savage, thank you for liking the live and thanks for sharing the live. CTK, thanks for joining. Jen J Law, thanks for joining, guys. Share the live and drop a comment. Just let me know where you're from. And the last live we had like people from all over the world, so got to learn a lot about people from many different countries. Actually, I think my home background is a lot more interesting. My normal background. Isn't this more interesting than the green screen? Hey Shan, thanks for joining. Drop a comment. Just let us know where you're from. Your father C876 Chem. Oh, I know who that is. I know who that is now. Hey, when I tagged you in like a story yesterday or the day before. Yo, man, I have to go through like previous conversations for figure out who to tag, because I never want to tag the wrong person. Hi, Selena. John Wagner, thanks for joining. Yeah, look here, man. You want to see me scroll through the conversation in my chat? Wait, which one of them? I don't want to call the name on the live, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I was worried too. I was like, worried. Wait, what? Probably a WhatsApp he did message me upon. But no, I'm fine. That's how I was able to tag you and Rickets. Otherwise, it would have never happened. Well, that's the thing I want to do. That you guys have like weird usernames on the internet. I let me know. Let's have my name. How come I have nobody I hide from? I don't know who I have a hide from. We couldn't have them weird usernames, but I don't have anybody hiding from. DJX, thanks for joining. Wally, thanks for joining. Kadriana. Hey guys, thanks for joining, Kadriana. I missed training today. Today was a much more interesting training than usual because of the World Championship. So in between the runs, people stop to watch the race them and thing, It was interesting. But we got the work done though. Nana, thanks for joining. Hassan Daily, thanks for joining. I've had 21 people so far. Okay, did I turn off my No, I did not. It's still on. Alright, this hunger is definitely going to get me. It's almost lunchtime anyway, so. That being said, literally just a half hour away from lunchtime, official lunchtime. Daniel, thanks for joining. Daniel, sorry. No, this is definitely Danielle. Danny. How do I pronounce that, Daniel? How do I pronounce that? I don't know. I'm not so sure on the pronunciation of this name. Part of me wants to say Daniel. Part of me wants to say Danielle. Daniel. Daniel. I don't know. Also, guys, remember the live goals. I think I have one pinned currently. Not absolutely sure, but remember the live goals. Terry Pierre, thanks for joining. If you don't know who I am, I'm Coach DuWayne Campbell. You are currently on my track and field page. I go live from time to time just to connect with my followers and new people. You can ask me any training related question while you're on the live. I will answer. Like, I'll give you like an actual, honest, genuine answer. No bullshit, no fluff, none of that. Hey, King Wars, thanks for joining the live. And DJ X. Still vex over the phone. Yeah, I'm vex, man. Where you bring up about that for? Won't be that enough. You can't believe she lose. Can't believe she lose. I mean, I always did have it in the back of my mind saying, Sydney dep on something. The fact that she make such a brave choice to just go into the flat 400, yeah, there was a clear articulation of the likelihood that she could medal, but I never think she was going to get past them two girls there, you know, especially NASA. Yeah, I said like, yeah, I'm going ball. I'm going ball. I'm soon come back. I'm going ball. Yeah, Sydney never have to do it. She never have to do it. She never have to do that. Because I'm a team NASA all the way, you know. Whether she win or she lose. But it is what it is. Trackflation is real. And the more people show you that they are capable of more, the more it inspires you for the more. So, like, all they said to me, you know, is, boy, I need to find that special female athlete in my program. Which, whether the university or high school or some more, find a special one and just channel her, you know, bring her up all the way through. Yeah, they were, yeah, boy. I not put anything past her. I not put anything past her. It, it probably, it probably in the cards, you know. Unless I go say a prayer for the rest of them, especially for my girl Nasa, and just yeah, hope she can bounce back and well, me not for hope. Nasa a tough piece of girl. Hope Paulina can bounce back because yeah, the runway Sydney put on. Um, well, I'm watch a video. Yeah, and I'm not play thing with the app this morning. And I'm not normally that man. Chishibu, thanks for joining. Oh, yeah, that will happen. That was always a possibility. Um, I don't know if there's anything that could be done about that more than he's just coming back to the sport and things. So he might have time to bounce back from it. Hold on then. Hold on then. My phone. Mm. Yeah. Boy, on the shake up my meds this morning. The women's 400 meters. Yeah. The three persons on the podium expected. Right? The three persons on the podium expected. But the order, very unexpected. Very, very unexpected. Hey, cool kid. They are ball over the women's 400-meter final, man. Can't believe. And my assistant coach just bring it up to because but I try to forget. So my girl did lose. Yeah. It happened this morning, man. The incident happened this morning. A very cruel act where Sydney of the United States of America, went through a blazing 400-meter run and colored everybody in her path. I'm telling you. I was shook. I had her as a medalist, but I did not have her as winning. I knew for sure she could medal. I just did not know she could disrupt the entire 400-meter field like that. No. The 400-meter. The women's 400-meter final was this morning. There are very few athletes that I follow. Right? One of them being Salwa Eid Nasser. Like, she's my favorite 400-meter sprinter. For years now, even before she got that AIU ban, she was my favorite. And then, my morning I go on good, and then why? I don't know why I'm gonna bring it up back there. But I have to go off screen to the ball. You know what I'm saying? You shed a few tears and come back. Right now, a team I feel drink feel like me get a gas from a member. Watch out for Sherika in the 200 finals. Danger. Sherika is the danger woman, you know understand? Boy, Warren is a dangerous youth. You gotta remind me some girl get beat up this morning. But come to think of it, my long jump girlfriend they get beat up too. My humble. Second she finished. And I remember after the first jump where Tara put on, I said, blows and skirt, look how the girl carried the thing. 7-meter first jump. But I said, nah man, my humble, she know how to answer back. Could she find the answer? No answer was forthcoming. No answer at all. So, my long jumper girlfriend get beat up. My 400-meter girlfriend get beat up. Can't catch a break. Good thing I'm not a gambling person. Can't catch a break in the championships, man. The good news is there aren't any other female athletes that I follow so closely. So yeah, my two track and field, I'm gonna call my girlfriend them. I don't know my girlfriend them here, please don't get me wrong. It's just that I love watching those two women compete and they're fierce competitors. I love the way in which the manner in which them compete. So I call them a girlfriend, but they are not my girlfriend. Please don't get it wrong. Yeah, it's going to be the 200 meter for men is going to be, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. Like, Level is showing that this is his era. I'm kid you not. He's showing that this is his era, and he's going to do some scary things. I mean, we're always going to have, you know, you see those two men that medal in the 100 for Jamaica? Those two men are going to continue to improve, you know. But I'm telling you, Ryan Level is showing that this is his era. It's going to be something special over the 200. And it's going to be something special over the 100 as well. I think the 1920, right? That's my prediction as well. He's gonna run 19.2 something. Slowest I think he'll run is 19.32. I don't think he's gonna be slower than that. Oh yeah, something else got to happen in the 200s. We got to see Goat race real athletes, and I've been waiting and hoping for that all season. Not to say that the other people in his race are not real athletes, but you have a pro contract. You have a pro contract, and yet still you're being shielded to race under 23 athletes and little youths. No, that's not what a pro contract is for. A pro contract is to get you into big races, right? So you can show that you can run with the big boys. And he finally got to race with the big boys. Um, he was put rightfully in his place. I'm sorry, but he's 17. He has star quality. He has Usain Bolt star quality in terms of his personality, but performance-wise, there's a lot of hype that there, because he's not performed, he's not done any great performance to be worth that level of hype. But personality-wise, wow, personality-wise, he's all the way up in terms of being a marketable athlete. One of the few athletes that I saw immediately after his race was done, um, took the phone and he went and he did his little thing, like right there, and just thanked all the people that were, his fans and the people that are behind him, and you could see his personality. He's a very likable personality. I don't necessarily think he's going to be a great athlete. I think he's a very good athlete, and maybe becomes great. But I think most likely he'll be just there about like a Arian Knighton. Please don't be like a Arian Knighton, because Arian Knighton is not banned for the use of performance enhancing drugs, but like he's always going to be a finalist and thereabout in the medal hunt. Level is coached by, what's her name again? Yeah, we call her Shelly. I don't know why her name always escapes me. But she's on the track with us sometimes, Like in the mornings when we are finished training, her group is starting their session. Shanika. Yeah, man, is a woman coaching. if if you can remember the name, she had coached Elaine Thompson when Elaine did fall off. She was the person that brought back Elaine Thompson, and then when she asked for a contract to continue coaching her, Elaine and her management said that was too much money. Yes, she was coaching at Woolmans. I don't know if she still coach at Woolmans, but she was coaching at Woolmans. I don't think she's still coaching at Woolmans. She was at MVP at the time. Um, and then she went out on her own. hmm Shanika Osborne is her name. Or Shanika Osborne. One of them. hmm she has a couple of really good athletes in her camp. Actually, if memory serves correct, she also has the the athlete that was at Edwin Allen, that left Edwin Allen, that big star sprinter girl. She has her as well. Oh wow, just one more? I didn't use it. How do I use it now though? Mm, I think maybe this is not going to go past it. E. It's probably not going to go past it, which is sad. Aye, but still, same ash. Hey, thanks for joining the live, guys. If you're not following me, make sure you follow me. I'm a coach DuWayne Campbell. I post a lot of track and field content, more so on coaching or training for track and field in the speed and power events, so sprints, hurdles, and jumping events. Not so much the throws, because so if you're interested in, you know, those events and training for those events, then make sure you're following me. So simplicity, make sure you're following me. If you're on the live right now, make sure you're following me if you want to see more tutorials like that. In fact, if I get 10 more followers from this live, I'm going to drop a new tutorial. Yeah, I'll drop a brand new tutorial, like today. Ten more followers on the live, and I'll drop a new tutorial. Where do I add this? I'm gonna try and pin it on screen. How do I edit it? I can't edit it. Yikes. But yeah, 10 more followers, 10 more followers from the, if I get 10 new followers on this live, I'm dropping a new tutorial. They don't want me to be able to edit this thing. Oh, okay. Shoot. I missed it. I think I was able to cross is this. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I was able in the past to change that, but somehow no, I cannot to edit it. But 10 new followers from the live. All right, 9 more followers from the live, and I drop a new, brand new tutorial like today, 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 today. 9 more. Thanks for the follow, Chev8765. All right, guys. So just 9 more followers. 9 more followers on the live, and I drop a brand new tutorial. DJX, are you following me already on this platform? Yes, DJX is already following me. DJX knows what's up. And if you guys think I'm joking, like, check on my YouTube platform and you'll see the content that's there. I'm gonna drop a brand new one. And I don't even usually do this on, what is today, Thursday? Majority of the times I put tutorials up on a Sunday. So I usually upload these tutorials on Sunday, but if I get 10 more, I'm dropping one today. Today. Native Warrior, thanks for joining the live. Native Warrior Crafts, thanks for joining the live. I'm Coach DuWayne Campbell, track and field coach. I post tutorials and track and field related content. Go live to talk about track and field related content. I am now enticing you to follow me. Ten persons follow me from the live, dropping a brand new tutorial. So far I've got 9 more new followers, and I put out a new tutorial. 9 more new followers, and I drop a brand new track and field training tutorial today. Let us see who else is going to follow from this live. By the way, I'm going on a blitz as of next week, like basically making like 3 of them each week, 3 tutorials each week. I'll post all of them every single week because, kind of space them out, so that during the times when I have to travel, I still have like a couple extra ones in the back, so you guys always have new stuff to watch and to go through. But I'm gonna be making like 3 each week. Armida Montoya, thanks for joining. Talta, thanks for joining. Guys, make sure you're following me. Follow me. Alright. 9 more followers, and I'll drop a new tutorial today. The one I'm dropping today is one I actually had ready to upload, but I've just been holding on to it. Took me a pretty long time to edit it. Actually, I've had it prepared for a while. Just been taking me a while to edit. Krish Catering, thanks for joining. People on YouTube, you guys are not talking. Drop some comments, man. Let me see where you guys are from. My YouTube is full of silent watchers over on the YouTube live. There, you guys are just silently watching. Which I'm pretty sure I have comments turned on. But if I don't, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure comments are turned on. Hi, Krish Catering, thanks for joining. If you don't know me, now you know. I'm Coach DuWayne Campbell, track and field coach. Coach a bunch of athletes at every single level possible. Some not directly, because in some instances I'm head coach. Ubercam, thanks for joining. The Great Jay, thanks for joining. I have some silent stalkers over on YouTube. They're just watching, but they're not even interacting. Silent stalkers. I mean, y'all can continue watching. I'm not going to complain. I am not going to complain, right? Reparations due. Thanks for joining. Reparations due. I am this little button here that says follow me. If I get 9 more followers on this live, I'm dropping a brand new track and field training tutorial. 9 more, only 9 more to go. As a long jumper, what's the best workout? That's a very general question. There is no single best workout for long jump. Wait, no, that's a lie. The single best workout for long jump is to long jump from your full approach. However, nobody can do that every single time they go out to train. So there's like a bunch of other types of workouts that a long jumper needs in order to improve at the long jump. So against that background, there is no single best. In terms of transferable training, long jumping is the best transferable training for a long jumper. From your full approach, every time you go out and compete, that's the best training you could ever possibly have for the long jump. Outside of that, there's like a bunch, and they're all on the same level. So there are secondary workouts. The primary workout that transfers is to actually long jump from your full approach. Secondary workout is below that, and then there are tertiary workouts that transfer, but no single best, because as you can see, even with the primary thing, there's no one that you could get up and go do like very, very often. Hold on, I'm trying to score. Speed alone go in at the pit, 6'2" PB. Is that what you mean to say? I'm not sure if you meant to say 6'2" PB, but that's what I translated as, because in measurements, that's what that means. Well, you do need speed. Speed at takeoff is a primary input that makes you jump far. So, yeah, if you have speed, the job is half done. All long jumpers are supposed to be fast athletes. Thanks for liking the live, favorite girl Jay. My favorite girl Jay. Jay, is my favorite quarter mile I get beat up this morning. Boss Mile, thanks for joining. Them crush her up. Salwa Eid Nasa in the 400 meter, she get beat up. Mr. Nash Universe, thanks for joining. One Press 922, thanks for joining. Oh, she's a little short one. Is the shortest 400 meter sprinter, man. She's tiny, like you can pick her, put her in your pocket. But just aggressive, just one aggressive little. No one said dolly. But yeah, she fast like that. Not today. Sydney McLaughlin, Rowan or whatever shown them, knock her out. Of course she left so far back. Did you see the time that won? Yo, that pace was blazing. That pace was blazing. Sydney won and ran a new national record for the USA to win. That gives you an idea of how hard she took that up. Yeah, she might. She just might. I mean, there are lots of people doubting her, but we all know now she's good enough. She is definitely good enough to knock that record right out. No doubt. I never got to see the 200. Let me tell you, I did not even see that 400 until I came home because it was in the middle of training time. So some of the athletes were like, they might go over one side and watch the races. But by the time I realized that's what they were doing, I'd missed like most of the races already. So I did not see the 200s, but I heard the times. And yeah, as I thought, the replays, I've not watched most of the replays. When I got in, I had to immediately start doing some paperwork. And then I came on the live like right after because I was sitting for so long. My back started hurting. And then I came on the live. I was like walking up and down for most of the time. Hey Sadika, thanks for joining. So yeah, I have not gotten to watch the replays as yet. And keep in mind, like they post the replays in the coaches group. So there's like a big coaches group with all the high school coaches. And they post all the replays in that group, and I still haven't gotten to watching them. And I'm going to tell you a little secret that I hope most people will understand about me. I'm really not a track and field fan, Like I'm not a person who get excited about watching track and field. Like I have a few athletes that I really, really like. And it's the World Championships, so I'm definitely going to get around to watching most of the races and stuff before it ends. But like even something like boys and girls champs, there are races from the last two champs that I've still not watched. And I'm at every single champs, but I'm coaching, so I'm usually around the back coaching. Or if there's like a field event like the long jump or triple jump, then I'm over by or the high jump or the pole vault, I'm over by that event coaching. I don't get to see a lot of races, and I've divorced my mind from the need to watch races because a lot of the times when I'm at track meets, I have to concentrate on getting my athletes ready. To the point I hardly ever see my athletes race until maybe the following day. So yeah, that will. I hope that explains why I'm not like in a hurry to go watch the replays, because like I have lots of other duties to do that concerns the athletes that I coach, and so that's where my priority is. Yeah. So I'm not a true fan of track and field. I work in track and field, and I appreciate what the performances mean. Yeah, I appreciate what the performances mean, and I appreciate how much it improves the lives of these athletes. Yeah, the men's times were wow. I heard Noah really pressed to run that time, and Level was cool, calm, and controlled as he's been taking it through the rounds. So, um, my bet is on Level to go like 19.2 or 19.3 low, and I don't think Lyles can isn't the shape to go that fast. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a blistering final. And mind you, before coming to this world championship, I thought I would have given Lyles the win in the 200. I'd have put him on the podium in the 100, but I'd have given him the win in the 200. But man, yeah, at this point, I don't think he can win that 200. Yeah, he's gonna want revenge. He's gonna run. He's gonna give it his all, which is what I expect. He's a true champion. Like Lyles is a true champion. Him talk about a lot of mess, and sometimes it goes to make it more exciting for the sport, which I like. Some people don't like it, but I like it. Um, but he's a true champion. Every time he touches the track, he's there to back up the things that he's been saying. He's never one person to fade away. Um, so it's gonna be it's not gonna be a walk in the park to beat him, but my money's on Level. And also Tibogo had a pretty good first round. Again, I did not see the semi-final runs this morning, so I can't even comment on the runs. I can only comment on the times. So I know Tibogo is going to be in the final. Like, it's going to be a scorching. It's going to be a scorcher for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. We're at the 1 hour mark. Well, not we. I'm at the 1 hour mark. I've been on this thing for an hour. What about Kenny? Look, this is very unfortunate to say, right? Well, is it unfortunate? I'm not so sure. I remember Tyson Gay, seeing Tyson Gay as a young sprinter, and I heard him, over maybe 2 or 3 interviews say that he's a chaser, meaning in his mind, whenever the season is finished, he looks at the person who is a top dog in the whole entire event, and then he puts a target on their back and say, next year I want to beat that guy. As you can remember, Tyson Gay ain't never won none of them, right? Right? He never won any of it. He medaled and he had the American record. He still has the American record, I think, in the 100. But he never won. And that's the problem with being a chaser. Being a chaser means you're always looking at the person, the target, and trying to be like them or better than them. That person is consistently working hard to move away from you. So the target that you had set from last year, you say, oh, I need to run 9.76 because that's the time that won the 100. And now you focus on that. I can tell you, the next World Championships, 9.76 is not going to win. The average time to win a World Championship was 9.80. Oblique Seville, other than Usain Bolt, nobody has won a World Championships in a faster time. Okay? Oblique Seville tore that up and threw it away. Do you think Kishane Thompson is coming to the next World Championship to run 9.7? You're crazy. He's coming in shape to run 9.60 or 9.5. That's how far down the winning times are going to get. That's what's going to happen. And the problem with Kenny is a chaser, right? So Kenny has a target on Noah Lyles' back. Unfortunately, he's going to keep looking in Noah Lyles' back, right? So wherever Noah Lyles plays, Kenny's going to place behind him. That's my prediction. My prediction is, unless Kenny changes his mindset, and starts targeting, like you have to train to target records. You can't train to target someone who who is actively getting into your head. You have to train to target breaking records, and wherever that puts you, it just puts you. And Kenny, I think, is too obsessed with Noah Lyles. I remember seeing after the heats, Noah Lyles was walking down the steps and Kenny's walking down. And if you see how the man eyed Noah Lyles as a big man, like there's no man on this planet that could get in my head to the point where he might walk past me and me eyeball him a walk past me. No, just another human being that. I don't care if you're better than me at the event. You're just better than me for now. You understand? And you're just another human being. Me go walk past you. Like if I give you respect, I give you respect and I go walk past you. Because in the back of my head I'm thinking, I have to be better than this dude by next season. Right? But me not eyeball nobody. Like no one else just walk past him casually. And this is Kenny. It was the weirdest thing to see a grown man so obsessed with another grown man. Like hell no. I'm not even obsessed with like superstars. Like them superstar musician and actors. I'm not obsessed with like nobody on this planet. All of us are flesh and blood. I think he's a little bit too much. I don't want to say infatuated. It's a level of obsession with trying to beat Lyles, and he's gonna end up like, if he doesn't change that, he's gonna end up like Tyson Gay, always the bridesmaid. So for him to win, for him to medal, Lyles is gonna have to win. It's that simple, because Lyles is always going to be ahead of him. Noah Lyles lives rent free in Kenny Badnarek's head. And that is Kenny's problem. That's not a Noah Lyles problem, that's a Kenny Bednarek problem. Oblique will get faster. Hell yeah, Oblique is going to get faster. I don't. Oblique is finding himself now. Like this is the first year that he was out there on the circuit, traveling and competing. And for good reason. I mean, in the past he was like battling injuries a lot. So people would see him turn up at the World Championship. Yeah, hell yeah. Even while battling injuries, of course he's going to turn up at the World Championship and compete. Even while injured. Because an injured Oblique Seville is still better than everybody else that's lined up in his semi-final. And better than half the people that are going to be in the final. So yeah, of course I'd roll the dice and try to see how far I could go with my injured self. But now that they're able to keep him, for the most part, away from injuries, you're gonna see him progress even more. I had it that he was a 9.7 sprinter, maybe like a 9.7, 9.77, 9.78 sprinter at his best this season. With that world championship, running that in a world championship final, I'm gonna have to revise that. I think he's like 972 at his best. Like a one-off run, 972 for sure. Um, Akeem Blake, yeah, Akeem Blake is good. Um, I'm not quite sure what the issue is with Akeem Blake, right? From where I coach and where I train, I can see oblique civil sometimes in the evening, while he's at training. I don't put it like this. I'm a coach with blinders on. I'm hyper focused on my athletes. But like Oblique is a cool guy. Like you can go over and talk to him, and if he's doing a rep, he'll walk past, and you can have a conversation with him. So sometimes I like glance over and see some of his runs, and like, oh yeah, Oblique is in good shape. I don't pay attention to his training because I have my own athletes there at the track or at the long jump area, to work on. But I can see his training. I can see how good he's progressing, if I glance over every now and then. With Akeem Blake, I have zero interaction with his training group. So it's not so easy for me to even comment on where he is in training or any of that. Based on his times, he's consistent. And when people are consistent, so how this whole track and field thing works is you tend to be like this level, right? So you're at this level, right? So let's say you start out at this level. um, then you're a little bit erratic. So sometimes you run a little bit faster, sometimes a little bit slower. But it's when you get consistent here, then usually you get a breakthrough and then you end up here. And then sometimes you can jump from here to here. But anytime you see an athlete get consistently fast, like they're running like around 9, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, and they're consistently on the money, usually the following season they get a big breakthrough. And Akeem Blake is consistent. So I don't see him at training. I can't comment on any of that, but I can comment on how consistent he has been, running those nines. And usually, as long as you keep the athlete, fresh, and away from injuries, can keep them training, keep them engaged, he's gonna get another big breakthrough. So that means, I think realistically, the next World Championship, we're gonna have four persons in the final, and three of them, it's likely, very very likely, 2 to 3 of them are going to medal. I'm not gonna say all three are going to medal, although I think it's highly likely that all three will medal. Especially if level races more 100s. Like if he races the hundreds more, um, and he's like race sharp for the 100, oh, it's going to be a problem. It is going to be a problem. You're going to see like um, photo finish to try and separate them at the national trials and at the world championship. Jefferson will medal. Yeah, I want to say that Jackson will win. It's difficult. It's difficult. Jefferson has proven herself to be a class cut above the majority of the women this season. I see where Jacko has taken the rounds like very cautiously and just done minimal effort through all the rounds. That's going to play into her hand come the finals. But I have to say, it's still difficult for me to see, um, Jefferson losing. Yeah, she's doing a great job with level. She's doing a great job with all the athletes under her care, actually. Because it's not just level that's there with her. Um, I think the Trinidad Nakak, no, not Nakak, the Trinidad Panam 100-meter champion is from her training group. The girl, um, the other quarter miler that's there, Delana Kennedy, is from her group. So she actually has, I think, 2 or 3 athletes at the World Championship now. This little girl that left Edwin Allen last season is at her group also. Um, Her name escapes me now. So yeah, I have her. She's a pretty good sprints coach. Terry Long, yes, Terry Long is in her group. But I mean, I know Terry Long is not going to race until she is ready to race. And if memory serves correct, Terry Long is still a junior. So even next year, she should still be a junior if memory serves correct. And Terry Long is big. She's big. She's a tall girl. I never realized how tall Terry Long was. She's real tall. In fact, to me, Terry Long is adult size. Like, um, Terry Long don't look like any school picnic. She big. She's built and she's tall. She's going to be a really um she's going to be a real competitor as a senior. And I think she's in the right group for her too. Queen Anaya, thanks for joining. Guys, if you're not following, make sure you follow me. I still have 1 follower. If we're at 10 new followers by the time the live is finished, I'm gonna drop a new tutorial, a new sprint tutorial. Brianna Liston. I don't. Oh, Brianna Liston is gone to the same club as Noah Lyles. So she finished school this year. She finished with school and went pro, and they sent her to Miami to go train in Noah Lyles, Pure Athletics, which is where Noah Lyles train. So that's where she is. I think one of those other sprinters came back to Jamaica. The one that left with she went to Texas with with my girl from St. Lucia. What's her name again? She went to Edwin Allen. Yeah, she was at Edwin Allen and then she went to University of Texas. That girl, she's coming back to Jamaica to train. I guess that will be in the news soon. I don't want to be the person to say where she's going. Well, I'm not going to be the person to say where she's going. Yeah, Kevona. She's coming back to train here. But um, when that is in the news, it is in the news. And I'm pretty sure somebody will interview her. Somebody will want to do the interview, and you know, it'll be all over social media. That girl was a real prospect. I don't know. Angelita Hawthorne, thanks for joining. I'm Coach DuWayne Campbell, and you're on my track and field channel, so we're talking track and field stuff. If you're not following me, make sure you follow me. An entire full track and field sprint tutorial is hanging in the balance. I've been on this live for an hour and 16 minutes. If I get 10 new followers, I'm dropping that tutorial today. I'm not even gonna wait until Sunday. I'm gonna drop that tutorial today and then drop a different one on Sunday. If I can get 10 followers from the live. So if that is something that interests you, then follow. If not, then it's okay. Nige. Oh wow. I guess that's gone. Man, all these people on YouTube are like dead silent. Dead silent. They're watching, but they're not saying nothing. I'm gonna engage with you guys a little bit more. The one person that messaged or spoke on the YouTube was saying some really ridiculous, stupid things. So I had to block them. And by that I mean just hateful things. I can't understand, why do you have hate in your heart? But I wasn't about to ask them in the middle of a live. So I just blocked them. Like I blocked their ability to interact. If they want to stay on and watch, fine, so be it. But I am most definitely not going to entertain any rubbish on my platform. I'm not going to entertain anybody saying, stupid things. I mean, by that, you don't have to agree with everything I say. That's fine. I know I'm not always right. But geez, man. Yeah, guys. So let me ask the question: are you guys watching the World Championship? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you've been watching the World Athletics Championship. No, no, no track and field fans. That's not true. Y'all have been on this life for so long. Yeah, you guys have to be track and field fans. You've been on this life like just watching me talk about track and field stuff for the past 1 hour and 20 minutes. Y'all have got to be track and field fans. Ain't no way. There is no way y'all are not track and field fans. Ah, that hurts. Oh, it's almost 1:30. No, no track and field fans up in here. Okie dokie. Yeah. All right. 5 minutes. I'll let that stay for 5 minutes. Let's see. Who do y'all think is going to win that? Who do you think is going to win the men's 200-meter final? I'll let that poll stay for 5 minutes. Right there in that corner. Nope, I'm not doing it. One minute. Guys, can you see the poll right here? Let me know who you think is going to win the final. If you can't see the poll, like, put a thumbs down in the chat. Still no vote. Okay, then. Did I place that right? All right, I'm back. No votes. Let's end that. Nobody cared about that. That's wild though. Y'all, if you're on this live watching for so long and you don't care anything about track and field, why are you here? I'm sorry, but why are you even here? Like everything. Oh, there's everything I post is about track and field. There isn't. You're not gonna get. I'm not gonna be up, get up and go dance for you. This is not that type of person. I'm not going to DJ. I'm not going to talk about controversial things. You know, the typical type of garbage that's out there floating around the internet. Why are you here? My entire platform is about using track and field to empower youths to achieve their life goals. I'm not entertainment, by the way. I'm not an entertaining person. I'm not an entertainer. So the total entertainment value that you'll get from watching me is zero. My whole life is not going to be on the internet. You know, this is not a job for me. I do this when I'm bored, and I do this to help um, remove or relieve some of the garbage that's out there. By trying to give you guys a credible source of information about how to train properly for this sport. So, if that's not interesting to you, why are you still here? What is this? Oh, that's cool. I Okay, guys, this is the longest I've ever been on live. I'm feeling a little bit ashamed of myself. I'm gonna go get some more work done. Um, See if I can move the needle a little bit in terms of the administrative tasks that I'm supposed to complete today. And if I can do that, I might be live again later.